I think we want to be careful just with these things because like sometimes it's easy to fall into the trap of being like, oh, you just need more of this variable, you just need more of that variable. Um so personally, I think you could possibly benefit from shedding down on vocal weight a little bit. Like your resonance could be a little bit higher, but given what I can hear, I'm assuming that you've probably already got some larynx height movement. Um, so larynx height is only one part of a compound motion. Um, so think about it like this, right? When we raise resonance or kind of like make it go from a darker sound to a brighter sound, what we're doing is we're kind of shrinking the space in the vocal tract. So if we shrink the space by shortening the tube, that's raising the larynx. If we shrink the space by constricting stuff at the top and back of the throat, careful not to get on the kind of like this sound or anything like this, right? Then we can get a more kind of feminine sound, a more high resonance sound. But the thing is, right, when we're doing this, we kind of want to make sure the glottal behavior is good or the vocal fold behaviors. So like, if my glottal behavior is kind of like this, I probably stand a much better chance of finding a more femme sound when I kind of change resonance, right? But if I kind of have more vocal weight, it like becomes a bunch harder to like make it sound like good, right? And that might have sounded okay, but it also sounded a bit like I was shouting. I think your larynx height is probably fine. I would focus on more generalized resonance exercises like listening to and scaling vowels up and down. Ah, ah, right? Scaling them up and down on whisper sounds, trying to add voice, right? Alternately, trying to do it voiced. Oh, right? And trying to do it that way. I know that that's not super like easy to do. Focus on the whisper sound first and see if you can add voice and try to start using voice as quickly as possible for this stuff. You also want to, generally speaking, find good glottal behavior in my experience before you work on finding high resonance. So that's my suggestions.